Hey guys, Jack Oki here, and I'm here to do a DVD update in June. I have watched the film yesterday, which is also in this review, so let's get into it. So the first one is one of my favorite films of all time, and that is Die Hard. Now, I've checked out Die Hard when I was a teenager, and when I got older, I got it. And I think it's an action classic. Such a brilliant film. Bruce Willis is starred in it. And such a brilliant 80s film. I say give it a watch. And another one of my favorite films of all time, and that is the sequel to Die Hard. And with that said is Die Hard 2. I've checked out Die Hard 2 when I was a teenager as well, and when I got older, I've got it. It has great fight scenes, much like the first one, and yeah, I can't describe how good it is. Such a brilliant sequel, and definitely need to give this sequel a watch. And the next one there is Cape Fear, starring Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte, and directed by Martin Scorsese, who also directed Goodfellas and Casino. Now, I actually got this for Christmas last year, and I checked it out, and that's because I'm a huge fan of older films and 80s films. The only thing I don't like about it is where Robert De Niro bites off the woman's cheek, because that really freaked me out. So, Cape Fear, brilliant film. I also like the funny moments from Robert De Niro. Yeah, the way he's singing in tongues, and I like the part where he sings I Think We're Alone Now. And also, there's a woman that I really love. Yeah, and that's Nick Nolte's daughter. And she's cute. She also reminds me of Emily Robertson from my school. So that's one word of warning. Yeah. Cape Fear, brilliant film. Directed by Martin Scorsese, who also directed Goodfellas and Casino. And the next film here is The Return of a Man Called Horse. Now, I haven't even heard of a first one. I haven't got it, but I haven't heard about the sequel, because the first time I looked at A Man Called Horse, the sequel is on Amazon. Yeah, I think it's an okay film. The other thing I like about it is where the chief Indian pricks Richard Harris's chest through, and that's really disturbing, because it really does. And to be honest, I've watched it about 3 times, and because I think too much of it, I'm gonna have to watch it again, cause it is an okay film. Gonna have to, if I watch it again, I think it's a good film. And the next one here is Traffic. Traffic, a brilliant film. Who also stars Michael Douglas, Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, Dennis Quaid, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. I've watched it about 2 times, and I think it's a good film. Michael Douglas is one of my favorite actors, so that's probably the main reason I bought it. Yeah, I have seen the Oscars for the Best Actor, Benicio del Toro. And the winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Director, 5 Golden Globe Awards for Best. The Best Actor, Benicio del Toro, and Best Actress, I think it's gonna be Catherine Zeta-Jones. And the winner, Best Picture of the Year. So, Traffic, brilliant film. I say Benicio del Toro is the best. Definitely need to watch it a million times. And the next one here is Predator and Predator 2. Now, I have seen Predator because I think it's a good film. And the second Predator is decent. Yeah, nothing much really to say about it, but Predator, brilliant classic, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator 2, decent. In my opinion, the first one is scary, and in my opinion, the second one, I didn't find the second film that scary. So, Predator, good film. Predator 2, decent. Although I'm just gonna have to rate it 7 out of 10 because it's not as good as the first one. And the film, which I haven't heard of and seen here is... So the next one is Mean Streets, which I only purchased because of Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel, and directed by the same guy who directed Goodfellas, Cape Fear, Casino, and Taxi Driver, and I still haven't checked it out yet, so please let me know about that one. Next one here is Dressed to Kill. Now, I've seen Dressed to Kill about it's directed by Brian De Palma, who also directed Carrie and Snake Eyes, which I actually didn't like. And it's kind of a weird film. I actually find the opening very weird, cause yeah, I find the opening really weird, and the murder of Angie Dickinson is realistic, for which that Brian De Palma had ever done. So, I think Dressed to Kill is a good film. I'd say it's a weird film as well. So, definitely need to give this one a watch. Definitely need to watch it a million times. So the next film is The Thing. Now, I have seen The Thing, and it stars Kurt Russell and Keith David, and also the soundtrack is absolutely scary, and because I could get nightmares just by listening to it, and I actually find the film disgusting, because much like the Alien films, by the way, it's directed by John Carpenter, the same guy who directed Big Trouble in Little China and other horror films. I find The Thing a disgusting classic, much like from the Alien films. Yeah, I did check it out, and it is a good film in a scary way, but I think I'm going to be watching it again. Another horror film, which is a comedy, and that is Black Sheep. Now, I have checked out Black Sheep when I was a younger teenager, and I don't know, it sort of reminds me of when I was at my parents doing a barbecue. I checked out Black Sheep when I was a younger teenager, and my brother Daniel told me to turn it off because it's a horror, and my dad told me what age is it, and it says 15. So when I was a older teenager, I watched it, and I liked it. Sure, it had some comedy moments in it, but it does have some gory scenes as well. And yeah, I think it's a good film. Yeah, definitely needs to be checked out. And the next film which I watched yesterday, and that is Fatal Attraction. Now, much like from Clint Eastwood playing Misty for me, which is also I've done in my first DVD update video, is much more similar to Fatal Attraction. I say Michael Douglas is my favorite actor of all time, and then yeah, I say Glenn Close is Cruella de Vil. Yeah, I've watched it once, and it's a great classic. I think it's a classic film. At in the back it says, "People just can't stop talking about this movie." Yeah, Fatal Attraction is a brilliant, gorgeous film. Definitely needs to watch it. Oh, and also my mom watches it a million times, and much like playing Misty for me, and also Silence of the Lambs as well, which is one of her favorite films of all time. And final one is Miami Blues, starring Alec Baldwin. Now, when I watched Miami Blues, I think it's a decent film. I say Alec Baldwin is so funny. Sure, it had some comedy moments in it, and yeah, I did check it out on Amazon. I think it's rated 18, but when I owned it, it's not, because it says age of 15, much like from the Return of a Man Called Horse, because the blood is fake. Yeah, I say, I think Miami Blues is a decent film, so I definitely need to give this one a watch. So yeah, that was my DVD update in June. I hope you stayed with me throughout all this. I know it's been a long journey, so enjoy the entertainment and all that stuff.